Here are my tips for using a nail art brush at home with regular nail polish. You really need a little dish to hold acetone, and I love this one because it has a cap so it keeps it from drying out, but you can just use anything that you already have at home that won't get ruined by this, so glass or ceramic. This is not necessary, but I do prefer to use a pipette to transfer the acetone so that I don't spill it on myself or the table. And I always keep a paper towel next to my dish so I can swipe my brush. And finally, you need some sort of non-porous surface for your polish. Okay, now let's get into it. You dip your brush in the polish, but sometimes it can look like this where there's a big fat bead of polish on the brush. When that happens, the line comes out uneven, and obviously we don't want that. So what I like to do is dip my brush in the acetone before I start the nail art and wipe it off so it's not saturated, it's just damp. Now drag the whole brush through the puddle of polish and test out the tip in case you might have a little bead so it's evenly distributed. Right here, I'm just using the tip of my brush and I'm creating a really fine line. And I'm going to reload the brush, and you can see I'm using more of the brush and pressing a little bit harder so it creates a thicker line. But since we are using regular nail polish, it dries out very quickly and gets your brush all goopy and gross. And this is why the acetone dish is so important. We're just going to keep cleaning this brush as needed throughout the manicure. After you dip it in the acetone, make sure to wipe that brush off so that you don't have too much on it. And don't be shy about creating a bunch of new puddles of polish throughout your manicure because we want to keep that polish fresh. I try to work as fast as I can to keep everything from drying out, but if you're a beginner, don't stress. You can make as many puddles of polish as you need. You can clean your brush as many times as you need. The most important things are just to make sure that your brush is smooth and that your polish is fresh. And please, if I get one comment about how gel shouldn't be doing this, blah, 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 this is regular polish, just watch the video. Anyways, when it's all done, I make sure the brush is nice and clean, and I take a tiny bit of cuticle oil and I rub it on the brush to rehydrate it. And of course, everything takes practice, but I hope these tips are helpful for your DIY nail art.